Let's talk about data structures, variables, and data types. The Olympic Winter Games are a major international sporting event held once every 4 years for sports practiced on snow and ice. Let's look at the gold, silver, and bronze medal standings from the 2014 Winter Olympics. Now, when we start any new project, we want to easily tell R where our working directory is. In this case, we need winter_olympics.csv. Use the set working directory function to set the working directory for your R session. Let's start by getting to know our data. We're going to import our data named winterolympics.csv and use the readr library and the read_csv function. We're going to view our data using the view command. How many variables are in the data frame? Observe the number of variables or columns. In addition to observing this, you can use the length function. Here, it shows that there are 7 columns. What are the names of the variables? Look at the column names. The name function returns the names of the 7 columns. How many countries or rows are in the data frame? Use the dim function to show the number of rows and columns. So if you wanted to print the first row of data, use the square brackets and pass in the parameter 1 for the first row and only the comma to tell R that you want all the columns. What if we wanted to see all the rows of data? Well, we can use data, square brackets, 26, comma, because we know that there are 26 rows. But let's say we didn't. We could use the tail function, data, comma, n equals 1. This shows me the last row of data. To show the first 5 rows of data, we use a square bracket to the range of 1 through 5 for rows 1 through 5. Also, we can use the head function and pass in n, or the number of rows, as the value. Here we'll see 5 rows. Create a vector called country medals from the data frame. Think of a vector as a single column of data. Reference your data with a $sign and the name of the column, in this case, NOC. View the data by simply typing in country_medals. What type of variable is country_medals? Use the class function to see if it's a character. Check the length or number of rows of country medals. It's 26. Create a vector called gold from the data frame. We do this the same way by assigning data $gold to reference the gold data column. What type of variable is gold? Use the class function to see that it's an integer. Check the length or number of rows for country medals. Again, it's 26. Next, create a data structure that references those countries that belong to the continent Asia. Use the subset function, pass in the data and the subset parameter or condition, where region equals Asia. How many rows or columns are in this data frame? Hint, we're going to use the dim function to show us that we have 3 rows and 7 columns. China, South Korea, and Japan. Check the data frame total medals. First, we create a vector called country. Next, we create a vector called total medal count. Use the cbind function to combine the 2 vectors. Look at the data. Why are there quotes around total medal column? In our original data, it was an integer. Check it with the str function. What type of object is total medals? Oops, it looks like it's a matrix. How did that happen? I thought we were working with data frames. Well, the lesson is you have to know what your functions do. Cbind, for example, combines data, in our case, into 2 vectors, which is a matrix. Instead, use data.frame to combine the 2 vectors. We can also transform that data frame into a tibble by using the as_tibble function. What are the different levels of data $region? Hint, use the levels function and cast as a factor. Since region is a categorical variable, we know that there are a finite set of regions that we can view from the region data. Are there any other variables that are factor variables? Well, you can check this by using the str function. There actually aren't. Create a data frame that holds countries that did not win any gold medals. Let's call it no gold. Use the subset function, pass in the data, set your condition to gold, = 0. What is our return? Well, here we can see there are 5 countries that did not win any gold medals in 2014.